All right, we're gonna make this net now. Consider if I was to unfold this, what shape would end up being in the middle?
Square.
A square. And how long would each side of that square be?
10 inches.
10 inches. Okay, I'm literally gonna do this because I think there's a lot of little details we can talk about. 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches. Okay. Obviously, am I going to make you do a net this large? It'd be sort of ridiculous. You'd have to use a big piece of butcher paper, right? So we're not doing that. But what I do want you to think about is what goes here? A triangle.
Yeah.
All right. Let's kind of think about what that triangle should look like. I'm just going to draw a little fakie right here. If this triangle goes here, what's this distance?
10
10
inches.
inches. Good. Does anyone know how long this distance would be?
13.
So I think a lot of people are going to say 13, but I want you to think about this. Look at this triangle right here. The slant height is the distance from here to here. So that's your 13. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
This is not 13. This is 13. Are you getting me there?
Yeah.
We actually don't have this measurement. We can figure it out with the Pythagorean theorem, but we don't know it yet. Are we clear about that concept?
Yep.
What we know is this. So how do we make that work for us? What we've got to do basically is make a segment that is halfway in the middle of here that goes 13 inches that way, and then make our triangle. Are we clear with that idea? All right, so the way we find the halfway point, well, what's half of 10? 5. So what I'm going to do is make little 5-inch marks here. One here. One here. We did this with the compass too, it'd be a little bit more clever, but I'm not going to do it right now. One here, and one here. And here's what I know. If I go lining this up, and go 13 inches out this way, I know that this point here is the end of that triangle. And then I can do that. I got to go another 13 inches out this way, so the number's 23, so I go up to 36. We've got it. I'm also going to do this segment across the middle because it also gives me some use. I'm going to come do the same thing going this way. So I have to go all the way up to, oops. All right. So yeah, I went off the whiteboard too, darn it. But everybody, this distance here is 13 inches. 13 inches. 13 inches and 13 inches. What I do now is I turn them into isosceles triangles. Isosceles meaning two sides are congruent. And I don't need to know how long these are, doesn't matter. And yeah, I do find myself slightly faking this, but no big deal. All right. But what's cool about what I just did is it gives me this intersection in the middle. So that when I imagine taking this net, taking this piece and folding it up here, taking this one and folding it up here, it forms a vertex right here. And the vertex will sit directly above this point. How far above the point will it be? 12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
See how that works? Okay. Cool. That's it for the net of the pyramid.